myself Jaymin Patel from the LJ Institute of Pharmacy. Now in our today's online lecture series, we will continue with our same topic, that is immunity. So students, in our last lecture, we discussed about the adaptive immune system, the component involved in the adaptive immune system. Now in our today's sessions, we will discuss the main two types of the adaptive immune system, that is the cellular immunity and the humoral immunity. Cellular immunity is also called as a cell-mediated immunity, in which cytotoxic T cell is involved, while the humoral immunity is called as a antibody-mediated immunity. Means in this immunity, the antibody is going to produced by the B cell. So B cell is involved in the humoral immunity, and cytotoxic T cell is involved in cellular immunity. In both the immunity, the helper T cell is involved. Okay, the type of helper T cell that we already discussed in our last lecture, that is the two type of helper T cell is the Th1 and Th2. Okay, how this helper T cell is involved in this immunity, that we will discuss. Th1 is involved in the cellular immunity and Th2 is involved in humoral immunity. Okay, that we will discuss. Let's see the cellular immunity and humoral immunity. Now we will understand this both the immunity one by one. So first one, that is a cellular immunity. Now here this is the picture of both the immunity, that is the cellular and humoral. We will discuss one by one both. So first our target is to understand the cellular immunity, that is the cell mediated immunity. Okay, so this one is nothing but the APC cell. Okay, this one is a APC cell. Now this APC cell, okay, is a macrophage. So it possesses both the MHC, that is MHC class 1 and MHC class 2. MHC class 2 is associated with the helper T cell, and MHC class 1 is associated with the cytotoxic T cell. Helper T cell can connect with the MHC class 2, and cytotoxic T cell can connect with the MHC class 1, that we already discussed in the component. Now before activations of the cytotoxic T cell, okay, helper T cell should be activated. This helper T cell facilitate the activations of the cytotoxic T cell. Okay, so here see, this one is the helper T cell Th1. This Th1 is involved in the activations of cellular immunity. Now when any virus that enter inside the APC cell, okay, so that virus is undergo the fragmentation process. Okay, some of the virus is undergo the replication, some of the virus is undergo the fragmentation process. Some fragments is formed, that peptides is formed, that peptides is collected by the MHC class 2. Here class 2 is involved. Later on class 1 will involve in the cellular immunity. Class 2 will collect that peptides. The class 2 will collect that peptides. See here, okay, this one is, okay, you can see this one is nothing but the MHC class 2. This one is the MHC class 2. Okay, MHC class 2 is there. So this MHC class 2 will collect this peptide, okay, peptide of the virus, and it will anchor that virus protein, otherwise virus peptide, on the surface of this APC cell. When MHC class 2 that is present on the APC cell, the Th1 will detect that antigens, will detect that virus peptide by T cell receptor. Okay, this one is nothing but the T cell receptor. This part is a T cell receptor. It is detected by the T cell receptor. T cell receptor connect to the MHC class 2. Between these two, both the receptor, this one is the MHC class 2 receptor and this one is the T cell receptor. Okay, here the antigens is anchored. So this T cell receptor detect the antigens. This T cell receptor connected to the antigens and it will detect the antigen. This one is a first signal. This one is a first signal for the activations of this Th1 cell. Okay, you can see, okay, I will make this picture large so you can easily understand. This Th1 cell, okay, here this one is the T cell receptor and this one is the MHC receptor. Okay, both MHC receptor provide the peptides of the virus and T cell receptor connected to these peptides by T cell receptor. Okay, this one is the first signal for the activations of the Th1 cell. Th1 cell activated by the two signal. Th1 cell activated by the two signal. So first signal, that is the connection between the MHC class 2 and T cell receptor. So here this activation signal first that is received. Second signal, that is the CD28 receptor that is present on the surface of the Th1 cell. CD28, okay, this one is CD28 CD28 receptor that is present on the surface of Th1 cell, and B7 is also called as a CD80. Okay, B7 receptor that is present on the surface of APC cell. Okay, this both the receptor, okay, this both the receptor is again side by side connected to each other. So when the connection between the MHC class 2 and T cell receptor and connection between the B7 and CD28, okay, this both the connection is occurred, then this both the signals received by the Th2 cell or Th1 cell, and Th1 cell is activated. Once the Th1 cell is activated, this activated Th1 cell secrete the main important cytokines, that is the interleukin 2. This interleukin 2, it's also secrete the interferon alpha and TNF beta. Interferon alpha and TNF beta means the tumor necrosis factor beta. Okay, so this interferon alpha and TNF beta is also secreted by the Th1 cell, but most important cytokine secreted by the Th1 cell for the activations of this cytotoxic T cell, that is the interleukin 2. Okay, so this interleukin 2 is secreted now. Okay, Th1 cell is activated. Okay, understand this mechanism. This one is a very important and complex mechanism. Okay, Th1 cell is activated, it will secrete the interleukin 2. Now the role of cytotoxic T cell. Now the same cell, okay, same APC cell, otherwise any other APC cell that is infected by this virus, okay, this APC cell is connected with, means is infected by the virus, is also contain the MHC class 1, is also contain the MHC class 1. Okay, MHC class 2 is responsible for the activations of the Th1 cell, but MHC class 1 is also present in the APC cell. Now when this virus that is enter inside the APC cell, virus replicate inside the APC cell, MHC class 1 also activated, it will collect that virus peptide and it will subject that virus peptide over the surface of this APC cell by MHC class 1, by MHC class 1. So MHC class 1, okay, will represent these antigens, represent that peptides of the virus. Okay, that peptides is detected by the TC cell. Now this TC cell is not in active form, it is in the inactive form. Okay, it is activated by the three signals. This TC cell is activated by the three signals. Okay, so first signal, that is the TC cell detect these antigens, it will connect to this MHC class 1 receptor containing antigen with the T cell receptor. T cell receptor is also present on the surface of cytotoxic T cell. So the first activation, that is by the connection between the MHC class 1 and the T cell receptor. Second, that is same as the Th1 activation, that is the B7 and CD28. CD28, okay, CD28 that is also present on the surface of the TC cell, and B7 that is present on the surface of the APC cell. Okay, these both will connect to each other and provide the second signal for the activations of the TC cell. So second signal activate the TC cell. Now TC cell is not activated by these two signals. The third signal that is provided for activations of TC cell, that is the interleukin 2, that is secreted by the Th1. Okay, when interleukin 2 that is present surrounding to that environment, then only this TC cell is activated. TC cell activated by the three signals. First one is the combination between the MHC class 1 and T cell receptor. Second one, that is the combination between the B7 and CD28, and third one, that is the interleukin 2 that is secreted by the Th1 cell. So this Th1 cell is involved in activations of the TC cell. Once the TC cell is activated, once this TC cell is activated, this activated TC cell is converted into the cytotoxic T lymphocytes, is converted into the cytotoxic T lymphocyte, means CTL, cytotoxic T lymphocyte. And this cytotoxic T lymphocyte will destroy this infected cell, destroy this infected APC cell by the different mechanism. Sorry, main two mechanism is there. Okay, first one, that is a CD95 pathway. First mechanism, that is the CD95 pathway, and second mechanism, that is the perforin pathway. CD95 pathway and the perforin pathway. CD95 pathway and perforin pathway. CD95 pathway means what? CD95 pathway will work by the programmed cell death. Okay, it is nothing, CD95 is nothing but the one type of cell receptor. Okay, here CD95 pathway induce the programmed cell death, apoptosis. Okay, it will induce the programmed cell death of this infected cell, and all the virus that is present inside the cell will destroy with that cell. Okay, and second one is the perforin pathway. Okay, this activated cytotoxic T lymphocyte, activated cytotoxic T lymphocyte will secrete the special enzymes. It will secrete the perforin, and this perforin, okay, this perforin will create the perforations on infected cell, and due to these perforations on the infected cell, the death of this cell is occur. The death of cell is occur, and ultimately the cell is going to destroy, and all the virus that is present inside the cell is destroyed. Okay, side by side, the destruction is also occurred by this, the cytokines secreted by this Th1 cell, that is the interferon alpha and TNF beta. So this is about the cellular immunity. In the cellular immunity, Th1, first initially Th1 is activated with the help of MHC class 2. Later on, this activated Th1 cell, okay, is helpful in activations of the TC cell. Once the TC cell is activated, it will destroy this infected cell by CD95 pathway and perforin pathway, and will destroy the infected cell with all the virus that is present inside the cell. So this is about the cellular immunity. By this way, cell itself, the cytotoxic T cell, okay, cytotoxic T lymphocyte cell itself destroy all the infecting component. Okay, means it will destroy all the virus that infect the cell. Okay, so this is about the cell mediated immunity. It is also called as a cellular immunity. Okay, now we will discuss about the humoral. In humoral immunity, Th2 cell is involved. How the Th2 cell will activate the B cell, okay, that we will discuss. Now this one is the antigen presenting cell. This one is the antigen presenting cell. This antigen presenting cell can produce the MHC class 1 also, MHC class 2 also. Okay, here we already discussed in the cellular immunity that the MHC class 2 is responsible for the activations of the Th cell. Okay, means the helper T cell. So here in the humoral immunity, Th2 cell is involved instead of the Th1 cell. Th1 cell is responsible for the activations of cellular immunity, and Th2 cell is responsible for the activations of the humoral immunity. Now how this Th2 cell is activated? So again here the Th2 cell is activated by the two signals. First signal, that is connections between the MHC class 2 and the T cell receptor. So when any microorganism that is enter inside the APC cell, phagocytosis is occur, fragments of that microorganisms occur, and that fragments, that peptide fragments, okay, is collected by the MHC class 2, sorry, and it is represented on the surface of the APC cell. This fragments with the MHC class 2 is detected by the Th2 cell. Th2 cell is connected to this MHC class 2 by the T cell receptor. Now when the T cell receptor and MHC class 2 both is connected, okay, it will provide the first signal for the activations of the Th2 cell. Second one, that is the connection between the CD28 receptor and B7 receptor. CD28 receptor that is present on the surface of this helper T cell, and B7 receptor that is present on the surface of the EPC cell. So this both the receptor, okay, is connected to each other. It will provide the second signal for the activations of the Th2 cell. Okay, now once the Th2 cell, okay, is activated, it will secrete the interleukin 2. It will secrete the interleukin 2 is the special type of the cytokines. Now once the Th2 cell is activated, later on it will be dissociated from the APC cell. It will be dissociated from the APC cell. Now This T cell receptor carry that antigens. This T cell receptor, okay, will carry the antigen. Now this activated Th2 cell, now this activated Th2 cell, this activated Th2 cell, okay, is connected to this B cell. It will connect to this B cell by again two receptors combinations. First one is the T cell receptor and B cell receptor. T cell receptor possess these antigens, okay, so T cell receptor and B cell receptor is connected to each other. Now this both the connection, okay, this first connections, okay, will provide the first signal for the activations of the B cell. Now second signal again same, there is a CD28 and B cell B7 is connected to each other. It will provide the second signal for the activations of the B cell. Now third signal, okay, that is provided by this activated Th2 cell. This activated Th2 cell secrete again other special cytokines, that is the interleukin 4, interleukin 5 and interleukin 6. This interleukin, okay, is responsible for the activations of the B cell. Okay, when this all the interleukin come in contact with the B cell, so B cell is activated. B cell activated by these three signal. First one, that is the between MHC class 2 and T cell receptor, means B cell receptor and T cell receptor. Second one, that is the CD28 and B cell B7 receptor, and third one, that is the interleukin 4, 5 and 6. Now this B cell is activated. Now this activated B cell will detect that antigens, will detect that peptides, okay, and in response to that peptide, in response to the epitopes present on the surface of peptides, this B cell, activated B cell, start to produce the antibody. Now once the B cell is completely activated, once the B cell is completely activated, this B cell is proliferate and it will differentiate in two type of cell. One is plasma cell and second one is a memory cell. This memory cell, okay, is stored as a memory. It will keep the memory for that particular microorganism, and this plasma cell, okay, start to produce the antibody. Plasma cells start to produce the antibody relative to that microorganism, and this all the antibody later connect to this virus. This all the antibody connect to the virus and it will neutralize the virus, otherwise it will carry that virus toward the phagocyte cell for the phagocytosis process. So by this way it will destroy the microorganism, okay. So this is about the humoral immunity, okay. So here cellular immunity and humoral immunity is completed, okay. So we conclude our lecture here. Thank you very much. You can see this all the video on our YouTube channel, that is a Pharma Ignite. So please subscribe our YouTube channel Pharma Ignite.